When you lift your Jeep and stick bigger tires underneath your fenders, you're gonna lose some acceleration, some performance, and even some fuel economy. Re-gearing will regain those numbers lost, making a more comfortable and a more tolerable ride in your JK. Adding a locker will also increase your performance and your traction off-road. However, when you re-gear or you install a locker, you need more than just the ring and pinion and or the locker itself to install them. That's where the Master Overhaul Kit by Yukon Gear and Axle comes in handy, because it includes everything that you need to install your gears or your locker. This is also a great kit if you're looking to keep your gears, but maintenance your front Dana 30 differential in your 0718 JK from just any normal wear and tear. I would also like to mention that this will be a 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter unless you are a trained professional, and it would take your Jeep to a trusted shop for installation. Because the 07 to 18 Rubicon and the non-Rubicon have different size differentials, the kits needed to install gears do differ, so make sure you get the right one for your JK. The non-Rubicons will have a Dana 30 in the front and a Dana 44 in the back, and this kit is made accordingly for those Dana 30 front reverse rotation axles. Since the differentials are one of the main pieces of the puzzle to your driveline, there's a lot of stress that goes on all of these components. A Master Overhaul Kit like I have here will be a little bit more in depth than a minor install kit. I always recommend an overhaul kit when you're re-gearing or installing a locker, since a regular install kit does not come with the bearings, and when you're already inside your differential, it's always a great idea to do some maintenance and change out your bearings for the best performance. This kit will come with everything that you need to install your gears and maintenance all of your components. This kit has replacement Timken bearings for the carrier and the pinion bearings and races, and a complete shim kit, a new gasket, as well as a couple other bolts, seals, and sleeves, along with Loctite and bolts for the ring gear. When checking out the install kit page, it can get pretty confusing when you're looking at all of the kits, since there are a couple of different options. We have options for minor install kits and for Master Overhaul kits. For a Master Overhaul Kit, this will be your most expensive option at right around $300. Now, keep in mind that Yukon is a very well-known company for re-gearing, and they are very well known for their quality. This will be a more premium option compared to lower priced options by Alloy USA for right around $200 and even G2 for right around $150. However, some lower priced options that you do see for Master Overhaul Kits will not include the gaskets and the silicone, and for minor install kits, they will only include some bearings as well as the shim kits and not all of the components that you need. Overall, if you're looking for a full investment for all of the bearings and the components inside your Dana 30, Yukon Gear has you covered. Install will be a 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and I highly recommend going to a professional to have your overhaul kit properly installed. Ripping apart your differential is very in-depth, and having the right gear tolerances is crucial to have them last a long time. Installing them improperly can lead to faster wear, so I would definitely take it to a Jeep shop that you trust. To give you a little bit of insight into what goes into installing this kit, you will need to drain the diff, remove the diff cover and the axles so you can get inside your differential to your carrier. Once you remove the carrier, you can get to the nitty-gritty. There is honestly a lot of numbers involved with gear tolerances, including measuring your backlash, your pinion depth, and your carrier and pinion bearing preload. Backlash is the clearance between the gear teeth that let the gears mesh without binding and provide space to lubricate the gears with oil, preventing tooth damage and overheating from friction. Measuring your pinion depth is also very important, and this is how far the pinion gear extends inside the differential housing to help create a good backlash. And lastly, your preload on your bearings is also very essential, which will maintain the correct amount of stress for the meshing of the gears to create an accurate displacement of the gear movement and increase your bearings' rigidity, especially with being the force of your driveline. All of that measuring will take place with essentially trial and error, with shimming all of the components, making sure that they are in tenths of each other. After everything is shimmed properly and put back into your differential housing, it's just a matter of putting those components that we took off in the beginning back on and filling up with the right amount of gear oil. So if you're looking for an all-in-one kit for your Dana 30, Yukon Gear has you covered. This is Meredith with XT, and for all things Wrangler, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.